For a long time, Xbox gamers have always wondered why major Final Fantasy titles like Final Fantasy VII Remake or the upcoming Final Fantasy 16 never get a clear-cut answer to whether or not it's coming to their console of choice. Well, it looks like we finally got an answer, and it appears to not be Square Enix's fault at all. Well, sort of. So before we dive into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell to be notified for more JRPG and fighting game content here on this channel. So let's dive right into it. Now, you already know here on this channel, I am neither a fanboy of any console. I own all three current consoles, including a pretty capable gaming PC. So I have no dog in this console war drama. But I will say that I am a supporter of having more JRPGs coming to the Xbox game console, which is why I bought games such as Yakuza Like a Dragon, Scarlet Nexus, Field Chronicles, and Star Ocean: The Divine Force for the Xbox Series X, and I do plan to buy more in the near future. Final Fantasy VII Remake and Final Fantasy 16 is the latest JRPG in Square Enix's arsenal that has Sony and JRPG fans salivating at any little details that Tetsuya Nomura or Yoshi P drip during interviews, which now begs the question, what about Xbox? Now, the announcement of Crisis Core Reunion took everyone by surprise when it was revealed that it was coming to the Xbox platform, and it left many people wondering, what does that mean for Final Fantasy VII Remake exclusivity deal with Sony? Well, it's been over 2 years since Remake released, and it's already been released on PC and still no signs of Xbox release. Hell, there were talks about a Final Fantasy 14 release for the Xbox, and we heard nothing of it ever since. So what's going on? What is with this vague ordeal surrounding Final Fantasy VII Remake and the Xbox platform? Well, from thegamer.com, it appears that Square Enix may not be at complete fault here, rather that it's Sony blocking Final Fantasy VII Remake and Final Fantasy 16 and many other titles from releasing on the platform. This is a report coming from Microsoft themselves after reporting to a FTC suit blocking the Activision merger, which I won't get into details here on this video, but essentially Sony is calling foul that Microsoft wants to acquire Activision while at the same time blocking Xbox access to the more recent mainline Final Fantasy games and other titles kept away from them by Sony. We find out that Sony has third-party developers sign a Xbox exclusion agreement, which not only restricts high-profile Final Fantasy titles, but also games like Bloodborne and the upcoming Silent Hill 2 remake. That really sucks, and in my opinion, this is an L for gamers. We talked about this before on my channel. I have no problem with exclusives, only if it's from the first-party studios themselves. Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo has that right to keep their studio-developed games exclusive to their own platforms. It's only right. But what I don't agree with is when third-party titles are exclusive to a platform where other gamers could never have access to them. Third-party games should be open to everyone unless the first-party studio is funding that title, of course, so that's a whole nother story. But the fun part about gaming is when everyone you know has the opportunity to experience a game that you already played, and now you get to re-experience it with them when they first played the game. It was amazing to see games like Nier Automata finally released on all platforms for gamers to enjoy. Nier fans were excited when Nintendo gamers finally had the opportunity to join in on the experience that many Sony fans had already enjoyed years prior. Dragon Quest XI released on the Xbox console, something that was really unexpected at the time, but now all three platform communities all have the opportunity to experience such a great title. Will there ever be an end to this whole third-party exclusivity on consoles? And that, I'm not sure. I will have to leave that to you guys when it comes to this situation. And this is not really much of a long video. Information and the details is here. Now we know what's going on behind closed doors and the deals that they make with first-party studios such as Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony themselves. And it's really a fierce type of situation to be in, and to know how dirty each and every last company play against one another in order to pretty much be on top of the market and to lead the market in whatever market that they're trying to dominate in. And in the end, I really believe that it hurts the gamers. So what can we do about it? That's something that I don't know. I mean, I can say let's speak with our wallets, but how far would that go? Something needs to be done when it comes to this. And why would the third-party companies even to agree with this exclusivity? Is there anything extra that they're getting, for this, for them to even sign to make that agreement to start with? I think it would be in the developer's best interest to essentially want to have their games on as many platforms as possible and to get into as many hands as possible for everyone to get a chance to experience it, and it helps them overall in the long run. But I guess we can say that for a whole nother conversation. So I definitely want to hear your thoughts in the comment sections below. What do you think about this whole Sony blocking Microsoft from gaining titles such as the Final Fantasy series, since our channel more so focuses on RPGs and fighting games? So what do you think about that? Will that change over time, or do you think it's going to remain this way into the foreseeable future? So make sure you leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you liked the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button like I said, and I'll be seeing you game fiends later. This is MugenLord signing off. Peace out.